So before going to discuss about directional derivative, let's take one example on the gradient of scalar function. As we know that contour lines represents the scalar function. So let's take one real world example. Suppose this hilly side or the three-dimensional model for the Mount Fujiyama gives us the required scalar function in terms of variables x, y, z. So at particular heights, 2000 feet, 2250 feet and so on, we can collect the contour lines. So if we consider the distance between two contour lines, if the distance is shorter, then it means the height or the peakness of that mountain is very high. So the steepness is represented by the distance between any two contour lines. So we consider the contour lines for the Mount Fujiyama. So here the distance between two contour lines is very large, means the slope is, the steepness is not very much. But here if you observe in this part, the distance between contour lines is very large, means the height of that mountain or the steepness is very large at that part of the mountain. So how to find value for the gradient at each particular point? So if we consider, suppose the point on the scalar function here, and if we find gradient, then gradient will be directed towards the peak, or the peak or the steepness of the mountain is very high. So direction will be the value, and magnitude of this vector will be value of the steepness of the function. So if we consider phi with respect to variables x, y, z, it represents the steepness of the mountain. Then each particular point, and if we find value for the gradient, so it will be directed towards the peak point. So we can collect all the values for the gradient. So everyone will be directed towards the peak of the mountain. Okay. So the direction in which the peak is given, it gives us the directional derivative. Same is the case with, instead of peakness, we can go for the steepness. So here at this point, if you calculate the directional derivative, so every value of the gradient will be directed towards this point. And since distance between these two contour lines is very slow, then there will be a sharp slope. So these are the general interpretations of contour lines, and here we can find value of each point on the contour line, and the direction will be given towards the steepness. So depending upon your scalar function, we can identify the nature of steepness or the slope, and according to it, by using the contour lines, we can predict about the given geological situation. So this is just a real world example where we can use the directional derivative, that is gradient of a scalar function.